want to say hi? Look at you. Oh, there, baby. She's tired. Are you tired? Yeah? Okay. My recovery during postpartum, and then also from my surgery, and how I'm feeling currently, and then the process of it. I'm no expert or anything, this is just my personal experience, but I hope it kind of helps anyone out there that wants to get this surgery done, just because when I was looking for information, there's really not much to look over for any kind of information. My doctor was my best option, which is great, but I also want to listen to people that actually got the procedure done and their experience. So I hope this helps. After I gave birth, the following day at around 9 in the morning, I was taken in for my surgery to remove my tubes fully. I didn't eat anything. I didn't have a meal until, let's see, before I gave birth, I had a meal at noon, and then I wasn't able to eat until after the surgery, which also around noon. So that's one other thing. I just drank water. That was it. They gave me two options. The first option was if they wanted to just pretty much give me an epidural where they'll just numb the lower part of your body. They'll do their thing and you're awake for it. The second option was just to fully put you to sleep, and I went with that option because I felt like I really could use a good rest. The procedure itself, they said it was pretty fast. It only takes like about anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes, the surgery. But then it's just the like putting you in the recovery room, making sure you're, everything went well, checking that you're doing fine, and just that takes a little longer. Taken in my bed over to the surgery floor while my husband stayed in the room with her. And they had me in a room where honestly everything was really cold, and they just kept asking me if I wanted more warm blankets, but I was fine. I was fine with what I had. They took me into the surgery room, and it was even more freezing in there. Again, they asked me if I wanted any warm blankets, but I was like, nope, I'm good, it's fine. Also, they have you go to the restroom beforehand. That's another thing. They just kind of plopped me over from there. They were just starting to strap me in, and they put a mask over me, and then that's when they'll put the sleeping stuff. And they were just like, go ahead and count, or just like close your eyes, relax, and then I drifted away really fast. I could feel it. You could feel like this heavy sleep kind of start up, and you're just giving in. You're like, take me away. So when I opened up my eyes again, not right away, I felt someone kind of like nudging me and telling me, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? How are you feeling? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm starting to open up my eyes, but it's still like heavy. And I open up my eyes, and I'm in a recovery room, and she's just checking my vitals and seeing how I'm doing. And I start to talk, and I feel like my throat is so raspy and dry and sore. And she just kind of explains to me what happened, and everything's done, and we're just checking you. She asked me how I'm feeling, and I automatically felt my stomach really sore. No pain, just really sore, like if I had done so many sit-ups. That was it. But then they started giving me medication like Tylenol or Advil for the pain, and it does help, because my goodness, that was the main thing. The soreness of my stomach was bad. Since my surgery, it's been about 2 months since then, so she'll be almost 2 months. From the beginning, during my postpartum recovery, those first 6 weeks, it started getting better and better with time, but the first few weeks it was brutal, where the main pain that I would receive was my stomach pain. And where if I had I tried getting up, I needed help to get up from if I was sitting down or laying down, I needed help to get up because it hurt so bad. And then I wasn't able to pick up anything heavy except for her. You feel really tender and sore at first. And so I was giving different medications such as Tylenol, Advil, just for the pain. That was it. It's really fast. When they took me back upstairs to my room, my husband was the one that was kind of worried, because he was like, you left at 9 in the morning and then they didn't bring you back until 1. So he couldn't be there. I was all by myself and he was with the baby. So he was the one that was concerned. It was like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Is there complications? But no, everything was fine. They were just, you know, doing their thing and taking the time in the whole procedure. Now, where I'm not as bloated, like I mentioned, I tried wrapping myself for the first month, but I couldn't, just because it was pretty painful to the touch. And then if I would carry her like this, and then she would kind of like kick her feet and down here, it would hurt. It would hurt. If I was laughing, that would kind of hurt at times as well. So I couldn't wrap myself. I really didn't even wrap myself this time around. But I did kind of use tight clothing as I got less and less bloated after the surgery, of course. So after it takes time for the bloating to kind of go down and not be as much. So here I was finally able to wear my piercing, my belly button piercing again, and then moving it out of the way, you could see that the surgery itself, the cut that they make inside of your belly button, unnoticeable. It's like nothing ever happened. If you're looking for a permanent birth control, that's what I would go with, just because personally, all types of birth controls that I tried never worked out for me. It was one thing or the other, and I never liked putting that kind of stuff in my body. So once you're sure that you don't want to have any more kids and you have trouble finding the right birth control for you, this is my answer, honestly. And the nurses, they're really good about it. They just kept asking me the same question, like, are you sure? Because that's the only thing, regret. So they were always asking me, are you sure this is what you want? If yes, of course, you know, there's no issue. But they would always ask me that if I was 100% sure. Whenever they would come again and go over the procedure and ask me the questions, that was the one that they always brought up. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I am absolutely done. Currently 29 and my 3 kiddos, and I closed the chapter to having kids. I had my first checkup with my doctor, and I asked her about being able to get back into my exercise routine, and she said yes, after mainly 6 weeks of healing, you should be good. Just take it easy. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm sorry there was not much more. I'll insert as many pictures as I can so it's more informative and you have a better visual of it. Feel free to message me if you'd like, if you have any other questions, and I can go in depth with other things that I probably didn't cover in this video. Probably just have a good support system, so have someone that could help you out, someone that will drive you to and from, because you're not able to do that afterwards. Until next time.